Well, hello everybody. My name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. And tonight I want to share a little story about, why did I say yes after saying no for 5 years straight? What made me become a yes after saying no for 5 years straight? So you got to understand the value of perseverance, the value of persistence. You got to understand that circumstances change in people's life. And, I remember when I met my mentor, Mr. Patrick Mazer, and he talked to me about getting involved in this home-based business industry, literally 15 years ago, originally almost 20 years ago, 19, 20 years ago. And he asked me if I was open to other opportunities, and I said no. And here's what he said to me. See, this is so important. He said, listen, no problem. Thank you so much. Maybe you could be a customer of one of my services, but is it okay if I follow up with you, maybe in another 3 to 6 months just to update you on my progress? And I was like, yeah, of course. Let me know how you're doing. Keep me posted. Keep me updated. So you understand, guys, the fortune's in the follow-up. And people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. 3 or 6 months later, he gave me a call, updated me on what was going on, asked what was new in my life. I was still a no at that particular point in time. But again, he said, can I follow up with you again in another 90 days or so and just keep you posted? And we did this literally for 5 years. Now, what changed 5 years later? Circumstances changed in my life. See, when your circumstances change, your mindset changes. I went from having a small business that was doing well to all of a sudden my circumstances changed outside of my control. I lost half my income overnight. I became a part-time bartender. I was catering for a catering company on Sunday afternoons after I closed my retail store. So for me, I was actually at a point where I was praying for something different. Matter of fact, the morning of the day that I finally said yes, I woke up that morning and there was this quote on my bedroom wall that I hadn't looked at in years. It said, the day that you know that you've made it is when you can't go to sleep because reality is better than your dreams. And I remember dropping to my knees and literally just crying that morning. I was in tears because my life was so far off the beaten path of where I thought I was going to be at that point in my life. And I was praying for something to change. And that same day, that same gentleman, my mentor today, Mr. Patrick Mazer, that same gentleman that I said no to for 5 years straight, pulled up in front of my store and walked in that day. And I just remember being like, all right, when's the meeting? Take me to the meeting. Introduce me to your master. I'm ready. Whatever I got to do, I am so in. But circumstances changed in my life. But he wasn't waiting on me to become a yes. He was building his business anyway. See, here's what he taught me. He said, Jeff, spend 1 minute on 100 different people, not 100 minutes on one person. And a no is not a no forever. It's just no, not now. So he said, have the attitude of a sorter because some will, some won't. So what? Someone else is waiting. Next. But guys, remember to follow up with people because again, he followed up with me for 5 years, and because he did, he changed my life and he taught me so many valuable lessons. He taught me the value of perseverance. He taught me the value of persistence. He taught me how to set a good example for other people because he was that example for me. And when circumstances changed in my life, when timing was right, he was still there because he was going to go out and do it with or without me. So I just want to appreciate my mentor, Mr. Patrick Mazer, here tonight for being that example and continuing to follow up with me because remember, guys, follow up means I care. And just remember that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So again, my name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. If you got value out of what I had to share tonight, hit the share button today so somebody else could get the message and drop a comment. Drop a comment that says the fortune is in the follow-up. Drop a comment that says the fortune is in the follow-up. Hope everybody has a great rest of your night. God bless, and I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.